Yep. TikTok is an app that exploits children. A Guardian news article published on the 5th of April 2023 reported that the social media app had up to 1.4 million children under the age of 13 accessing the app without parental consent. TikTok was also fined 12.7 million euro, that's nearly 14 million USD for those of you in the States, by the Information Commissioner's Office for illegally processing children's data. In one of my previous videos, I talked about the complex TikTok algorithm that knows more about you than yourself. So TikTok knew that it had underage users on its platform. By TikTok's own admissions in its T's and C's, children under the age of 13 can access the app with parental consent, but are extremely limited. They can't search for, comment, or post their own videos, and TikTok claimed that it didn't store the children's data. And with the 12.7 million euro fine, that was proven to be false. Now, the next age bracket on TikTok is the 13 to 15 year olds. They can post videos to TikTok, but their accounts are created on private, so they can only post videos to friends. So that's where you follow someone, they follow you back. Neither age group could send or receive direct messages. With the 13 to 15 year olds, their videos could not be stitched or duetted. 16 to 17 year olds could have public accounts. That's basically where anybody can find you, but the limitations to that is they could not buy or receive gifts, which we know is not true because that was basically exposed by another YouTuber. Essentially, underage girls were showing off their body to creepy dudes online for these gifts, which can be exchanged into cash. I'll cover that a little bit more later in the video. But one such case was of a 14-year-old girl being groomed into doing sexually suggestive poses on a TikTok live by a room full of weirdos. A 68-year-old man would be caught cash apping and sending the 14-year-old girl gifts for what he called a little extra. Now, these TikTok gifts, they look like stickers. They can be exchanged for cash, but TikTok itself keeps 66% of what is donated. So TikTok is essentially making money off the exploitation of children. But let's circle back to that Guardian article and let's talk about the harm TikTok is doing to children. Imran Ahmed from the Center of Countering Digital Hate said that TikTok's algorithm was pushing harmful content onto its users. Now, we aren't talking about people being misgendered and having a fucking meltdown. By harmful, they mean pushing extremely distorted views onto young, impressionable minds about body image and mental health. Not to mention the dangerous trends like putting a fucking coin on a power socket. That seems very smart. And my favorite all-time quick fix to your mental health and well-being is suntanning your arsehole, which was a trend on TikTok. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I'm enrolled at the University of TikTok.
University my ass. It's more like that community college where the teachers are too scared to show up because it's so fucking dangerous. TikTok's algorithm recognizes people's vulnerabilities, and instead of steering them away from it, they're exploiting it to get people addicted to the app. Social media is almost like an addictive substance in this case, and this is what they do is they'll target you with things that will keep you hooked to that app.
These are bathing suits for big boobies. Oh, I like tasteful spillage in
Tasteful spillage. Ahmed would go on to talk about boys as young as 14 having misogynistic content pushed onto them by the likes of Andrew Tate.
Pulling tricks is like playing poker. Every card is a woman. Sometimes you get it done, you just got to burn it, chuck it away. Other ones, you just put them back in the deck, shuffle them around, pull it out later, further rotation. Keyboard warriors want to... This channel's about being a boss, smoking cigars, pulling chicks, and drinking scotch.
Clearly not me because I ain't even on that fucking app. In my previous video, which I'm shamelessly plugging right now, I talked about how TikTok was spying on US citizens and also paying and promoting people who cyberstalk and dox people on the app. One's having his ass suit off right now. Many content creators on there are calling out the toxic nature of this app that's infested with child predators. It's essentially training young kids to use their body to make money. It's even been dubbed a virtual strip club. Now, some, I guess, what you would call TikTok models will write a user's name on their chest if they donate X amount of dollars to them. And when I say donate, it's gifting these TikTok stickers, which they come in various types, but a common one is like the Universe, which costs 500 USD to buy and adds up to just under 35,000 points on TikTok. So one thing I noticed with the gifting is it's very similar to a poker machine, or I think you call them slot machines in America. When someone donates a big one that's worth a lot of money, it goes off almost like a winning jackpot on these machines that get people addicted to them. I used to know somebody that was an audio engineer for a company over here that used to make those machines, and even the sounds that they use are designed to get you addicted to those machines. TikTok itself employs the same tactics. They're intentionally trying to get people addicted to that app. But when it comes to underage kids, girls in particular, one YouTuber who investigated said that these predators will use code words, such as toe ring check, which means to show off your feet. It's kind of a thing, apparently. Fit check, which means to show off your stomach. Outfit check, which is a super common one, means to back up from the camera and show your entire body. Now, sometimes they'll say, what's behind you? And that's the person in the room wanting these kids to spin around and show them their backside, essentially. TikTok is allowing grooming to take place on that app. And unfortunately, there are a lot of kids that are just going along with it to make that money. But the most disturbing thing that is taking place on that app, and it does remind me of the back end of a video I did where I showed a group called Veterans for Child Rescue, link in the description, and they were capturing parents sex trafficking their own kids. Something very similar is going on that app, where some parents are choosing to exploit their own children for financial gain.
Earlier this year, I exposed that some of these Mummy Ran account people are taking it a step further by creating entire magazines that feature their young daughters.
Magazines? You've created an entire magazine featuring probably just images of your child who's 13?
And I thought it was a one-off until I stumbled across this.
Because I came across another one, and this child's even younger. This little girl is 11.
And I guess that was a top seller because they created another one, Volume 2, with images such as this of this 11-year-old child. And stay with me because I'm going to show you that these parents know exactly who they are selling to. But this was the post. Love, kisses, and Valentine's wishes. Guess what's ready? It's my Valentine's gift to you. To who, I wonder? To your almost 85% male following on the photo app. These parents know exactly what they are doing. They are catering their content to predators online.
I'm going to be covering more in-depth stuff in future videos on this because it shouldn't be taking place. TikTok, in my opinion, really needs to be banned. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But the fact that they promote toxic behavior on that app and they pay people to do it, they're really affecting children at this point. You've got these large content creators that I cover in my other videos who claim to be against bullying others, taking people out of context, and they just do it to make money. That's it. It's all for entertainment. I've never seen so much stalking going on any social media app. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next one.